a shooting club!
Triple kill!
Well, put these fucking Twitter people in a fucking work camp, you know?
Absolutely.
Hey, man. Time to start earning your blue check marks, asshole.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
dude.
just have Trump like announce that the gulags are reopening. You know, just taking a screen cap of the notes app on their phone.
I just finished Uncut Gems. Loved it. Loved it. Loved the message. Loved the message. That we could get some black Ethiopian jewels in this country. Maybe it's been around the country. Love the movie.
Elon Musk approach, dude. I'm telling you.
Dude, hell
I'm glad
yeah.
you finally saw that, dude.
Oh my god, dude. We were watching the movie and it was like coming down from mushrooms, and like right afterwards it was just like, well, you know what, the best part of like, you know, the hazy after effects of psilocybin is adding a shit ton of anxiety for 2.5 hours.
Yeah, that's a panic attack movie, dude.
really the best. Dude, at one point
I'm glad that you turned your phone off for the weekend. Because I was just like, man, I hope Joey ain't up there fucking, you know, tripping on acid and refreshing his phone and just seeing every professional wrestler he's ever loved just come out as a rapist.
Oh, that would break my heart, bro.
I don't know if I could handle reading a wrestler's rape apology while tripping on psychedelics.
Yeah.
To be fair, my love of professional wrestling went out the window as soon as, not to be a bandwagoner, but the second I saw that Last Ride documentary, I was like, oh, you know what? This shit is gay.
Yeah.
I'm done. I'm done, dude. How dare you try to guilt me into wanting The Undertaker to wrestle? I don't want to wrestle.
It's so funny hearing The Undertaker's wife just be like, and you fans, he just wants to stop, but you won't let him. And he's so determined to make you happy, he'll destroy his body. He's like, bitch, have you read an internet wrestling forum in the last 6 years? We're begging for your asshole fucking God.
Blue Lives Matter fucking husband to shut the fuck up. Like, that's like classic Vince McMahon, like gaslighting the public. Like we know what you want. We know what you want.
Just going through and emailing you after the breakup, just saying like, yeah, well, you see, Undertaker was over at the Tiger King or Joe Exotic's Sanctuary days after the documentary was released. Like, my man's got no damn tact whatsoever. You know what I mean? No ear to the pulse. That's what they say. You got your ear to the pulse? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I turned my ear off to the pulse, dude. I can't do it no
my
more.
ears been shut off to the pulse. I don't fuck
Get
around
his
with the
ass.
pulse.
Get his ass, dude. Get his ass.
I've been
You
taking
can't get in
betting
trouble
odds.
for not understanding anything.
It's true. It's very true. Just play dumb always. It's fun.
Oh,
I love doing that.
This is dumb and nice is better than a smart asshole any day of the week.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
If there's someone who DMs me on Instagram with some like shit trying to like critique me for being problematic, I just play dumb and I'm like, oh, I didn't know that. Thanks. And that's it. And then I just stop replying.
Thank you.
Yep. Thanks for
Thank you.
educating me. Thanks for wisening
Right
up
out
my
the,
small cis male brain.
Damn, I'm gonna start calling it not mansplaining.
Yeah.
I would just be like, hey, can you stop not mansplaining this to me, please? You know, like, I don't know. I think I mansplain everything because I stretch my legs out as far as they'll possibly go on the bus while being like, yeah, you never heard of Degrassi? Oh, yeah, it's teen melodrama. You never heard of teenagers? Well, it's like the age that you get to right before adulthood.
Yeah, you grab a hold of my arm and push it back. Yeah, I'm having trouble. You know, I got a little creak in it. Can you grab my arm? Okay. Oh, thank you.
Oh, thanks, babe.
Thank you, honey. Thank you, sweetheart.
Thanks, Toots.
There was a girl who commented on my shit earlier and said the words "go off," and she's a white girl who's been constantly posting about yeah, she broke the rules, dude. She broke the AAVE rules, and I thought that I should probably DM her and inform her that she's actually a racist for using that slang on my page.
If you could screen cap it and then post that argument to your page, that's a double down, baby. You're gonna get some clout. So be like, damn, turns out Kody was one of us all along.
Yeah.
I'm about to write a damn essay that, you know, states accolades. You exist if you're a white woman and you sing Beyonce lyrics in any facet of your life.
Fucking thank you, Vinny. Thank you very much. Because you know what? It's the black emoji hands that come with it. You know what I mean? It's not. It's not the isolated incident of the Beyonce.
It's
I love
the
Any white
Yasses,
girl,
the
any white girl
queens.
using a Beyonce snippet in their Instagram story, black hand clap. They're never white.
No.
Yeah.
Or yellow. You know what I mean? They go out of their
Yellow
way.
is what you should use.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think there was a Kanye tweet once that he said, "I like my emojis Bart Simpson color," and it's truly the pioneer of political culture use of politically correct use of emojis.
I'm on the Yeezy shoe tip with that for sure.
Hell
you
I
yeah.
agree with that.
You trying to get some Yeezys, Vinny?
No, I actually think those shoes are ugly as all fuck. I don't know if like I'm just like too old. I got like a boomer mind or something, but like I look at them shoes, they look like little elf shoes or something. Like little something that you see fucking like the drunk retards fucking standing next to Santa at the mall display. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Just trying to make a buck and like stay off of the criminal record. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, just something to
Yeah.
show for the parole fucking officer.
Sneaker
Once again.
culture is fucking awful. That shit is retarded, in my opinion. I can't. I don't
shoe
understand
heads.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, I can tell a good pair of sneakers. At least I think I can. But you know, the Yeezys just don't do it for me. The whole form factor looks horrible.
They're kind of
Yeah.
like, I mean, I got a shoe that's similar to it, and this thing just cuts the circulation off the damn feet. You know what I mean? Like the tight runner shoe styly. The problem is you can get those at Marshall's for like, here's a pro tip for you shooters, $35 at Marshall Fields. Half of the shoes are stitched wrong, but fucking,
Cares.
I mean, it's half price. You know what I mean? You can
Mhm.
you can have a swollen foot half the day for half price.
Sure,
can't you?
because
Yeah.
when you're 35, you can just buy some Dr. Scholl's, pop them in the shoes, and they'll fucking start correcting your feet. Fucking, you know, ain't no big deal.
It's
Mhm.
perfect when you're spiraling through alcoholism and you're developing gout and you need a little
Yup.
wiggle room in your shoe as it fucking swells your foot up. It's
Your
good.
liver's failing, and you start bloating all over your body and shit.
Yep.
You just pop in some Dr. Scholl's into them shoes.
Yep.
You know,
Do
it
surgery
is
on you.
July. It is July's coming up, y'all. I'm gonna be pretty bloated. drinking every day for 30 straight. Like, oh yeah,
I keep trying to figure out what I should do with because I fucking sit in my room just pissed off every day. And I'm like, should I just like get addicted to drugs or like should I just start drinking a lot just
Mhm.
to pass the time?
I have no
Fucking-
idea how I didn't like step right back into like horrible alcoholism the past like 3 months. Like
Yeah.
I've just been fine, not drinking, not smoking, just fucking taking in nicotine. And like now that The Sopranos is over, I'm finishing up The Wire for the 8th time. That's my fucking addiction. It's just fucking HBO dramas.
Nice.
the hours that go into the HBO dramas, from what I hear, you could almost qualify to be a police officer.
Yeah,
It's like 100 and like 1,600 hours, something like that. So like if you throw another Band of Brothers rewatch on there and maybe get to like the 4th season of Sopranos again, I think you're
definitely if I run
is-
through the Pacific real quick.
what
Is that what they
one?
say? 1,600 hours to become
16
a cop?
Yeah, 1,600 and it's 15 to be a hairstylist. That's what I was hearing. is
What-
that it was like
What the
It's
fuck are those
really-
retards doing for
It's really
1,600
easy to become a
hours?
cop.
Yeah.
Basically learning not to snitch on other people. I think they're like, well,
Yeah.
you know what happens if you get a couple of good old boys in there, you turn off your radios.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They just hand you a gun and they're like, all right, here's a gun, and now you don't tell on any one of us.
Thin blue
Every
line.
single thing I've learned about police officer etiquette, I've learned through Batman Year One, the comic book, where Jim Gordon was the good cop and Flask was the bad one. And when Jim Gordon was like, I want to stop rapists and stop beating up black teenagers, Flask was like, I'll show you beating up black teenagers. And then they all just beat the shit out of Jim Gordon. And
Jesus.
yeah, it was like, I mean, it was Frank Miller, so he's pretty nihilistic.
That's probably based on a true story.
Yeah, I mean, what was the documentary we were watching with not the Thin Blue Line, the Brooklyn something, not 99. You know what I'm talking about though.
Oh
with-
wait, that fucking crazy shit with the cops and that.
yeah, with Michael the cop, where he him and his buddy were like running the gangs in New York in like 1983 to 1991.
Oh
yeah.
shit.
Fuck, that documentary's so good.
That documentary was the shit. I think it was called like Brooklyn 43 or something.
Yeah. Cody, have you seen it?
No, never.
It's on Netflix. It's definitely worth a little watch about some dirty ass police officer.
Once I'm done rewatching the Saw series for the 12th time, I'll watch that.
My man.
I was rewatching Saw 2 yesterday, and the main guy,
That one's fucked up, man.
it's a banger, dude. And the main guy, the main cop, is like, when I saw it, I was like, who the fuck is this like knockoff Mark Wahlberg? And then I looked it up, and it's actually his brother the whole time. I was like, did like Donnie Wahlberg is the main guy, but I
No
didn't even
shit.
know Mark Wahlberg had a brother who.
that movie
an
fucking I saw it in theaters, and the scene where they throw that woman into like the pit of hypodermic needles, like I started going, in the fucking theater.
Well, I'm pissed.
Yelling at my
because
girlfriend at the time to cover my eyes because I had eaten popcorn and soda. I was relaxed, so she had to.
You're too busy spreading over the other seats.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's like
Chasing out the teenagers from my row.
try not to
barking
spill
at-
your beans.
Barking at them. Yeah. I got
This neighbor
owned.
eating beans.
I got owned by teenagers when I went to the theater to see American Gangster with Denzel.
Oh shit! You saw Frank Lucas with some teenagers?
Yeah, and they were just punching the shit out of the back of my chair. And
That's
like
awesome.
I turned around and I was just like, can you guys like chill? And then like their mom like was 2 rows behind them yelling at me for talking to her children. So I just had to endure.
Just boom! How's the weather up there? Boom!
The last movie I went to before COVID-19 broke out and everything was I saw Knives Out last December, and there was a fight between like an old autistic black guy and this other dude in front of me. Like the autistic guy was behind me, and there was another dude in front of me, and I was in the middle, and they got in a fight, and they got kicked out of the fucking movie theater.
Oh
It was
shit!
amazing. Like the guy, the autistic guy behind me, like was actually autistic, and he was like singing and laughing super fucking loud and like telling jokes to himself. He was alone, and he wouldn't shut the fuck up. And the guy got in his face and was like, "Yo, shut the fuck up or leave." And then the guy, he like sits back down. The guy keeps going.
Oh,
and, and I'm just like, it's my birthday, and it was honestly one of the best. It was better than the movie. I was like, it was awesome. Yeah, he like got in a shoving match, and then it was like one of those fancy theaters that you can dine in. There's like tables in front of you and nice
Okay, like
chairs.
an Alamo Draft House or something.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
bring
and I
you-
got
Oh,
this-
yeah. There's
get
no
the ticket
line
to
for chicken
snitch.
fingers. They bring you the chicken fingers.
Yes,
Well,
yeah.
And you get to snitch on people for playing on their phones. They
Yep.
encourage
Uh,
peace of light.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was it was crazy. The movie sucked, but watching two guys fight over talking in the movie theater was awesome.
That rocks.
So watching anybody fight over anything is an incredible thing.
Yeah.
You see somebody start fighting, you drop everything you're doing and go run and check it out.
I want to see it. I want to see
It
it.
wa-
I wanna-
it's
I
your
love-
world star moment.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to know what was said. I want to know what was said afterwards, more importantly. You know what I mean? I want to know what the taunt was.
I love being a looky-loo. Car accident on the highway, like, oh, better slow down to 20. Check out what's going on, officer. How you doing? Blue Lives Matter, sir.
I was screaming about it on the phone the other day. I was like, these goddamn looky-loos fucking, am I right, Vinny? And you're like,
No, actually, no. I am proud to be a looky-loo.
I
am
fucking love rubbernecking.
so proud of not minding my own fucking business, dude.
Oh, shit.
I'm always
that's
looking
the
out.
equivalent of that drama subreddit that you go on, dude.
Oh, yeah.
It's the internet equivalent.
That place is a paradise for somebody like me.
Yeah.
Can't just mind their business. Like, they have to, like, okay, everybody, let's look at these fucking people fighting over, the different moldings of G.I. Joe figures between 1985 and 1989.
It's awesome.
Man, that's why, like, I love the fellas. It's always about love. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I had a similar situation, Cody, last year at the movie theater as well, where we were seeing Shape of Water. And
That's
right
where
at
that
the
chick
last-
fucks a fish or something, right?
She makes love in the movie. Yeah, that happens. There's a
To a fish.
beautiful relationship that he's more of a merman.
If it's not for, was it for procreation or was it fucking actually passionate and meaningful?
passionate and meaningful. He didn't want to birth no damn eggs with her, dude, with that hussy. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to eat his eggs. He wanted to kiss her.
I
wanted to
actually
be his love.
just real quick, man. I was watching this new Naked and Afraid type show, and it's called The Loan. It's on Netflix, and this dude like caught a dead fish in his trap, and it was pregnant. And he's like, "Oh yeah, she's pregnant, so we're just gonna massage the eggs out here. It's a good thing I used to work in a fishery because you see, I know what I'm doing. And I'm just gonna squeeze the eggs out." And he squeezed the eggs out of the fish's pussy, and it was like in a bag. And then he's just like, "Well, no sense letting these go to waste." He starts eating these fucking raw eggs out of this dead fish's pussy. And guess what? He gets fucking sick. They show him puking everywhere. It's like, I don't know what could have done this. Maybe the fish eggs. It's like, yeah, you just ate eggs out of a dead fish's pussy, you dumb motherfucker. All right, sorry. I had to get that out, bro.
How could the fish eggs have poisoned me? Must have been whatever got into that fish's bloodstream, I guess.
A dead fucking fish. You're gonna eat the eggs out of its pussy? Come on, guy.
God damn, dude. White people are crazy.
What are you in kindergarten, dude? Kindergarten logic.
I'm saying, dude. I'm saying. I mean, like, you see a dead fish and you didn't kill it, you should probably not eat it, right? We just saw a bunch of dead crawdads washed up, and Chris was like, he's like, "Hey, this is the third one I found this week, you know, while camping." He's like, that's weird. And the first thought I had was not eating it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, I'll marvel.
It's like when you got a couple of pet turtles that are decent size and you got to feed them live goldfish. When you go to the fucking pet store to get like a bag of goldfish, you tell them like, yeah, don't get the ones floating on the top. I don't want the ones already dead. You don't want your fucking, you got to look out for where your little guy eats.
Those are the same cocksuckers that put their thumb on the fucking scale at the deli. You know what I'm talking about? The same motherfucker who's going to try to scoop those dead fish. It's the same motherfucker putting the thumb on the scale.
But what happened at the movie theater, Joey?
Oh, we were seeing Shape of Water, and it was the last like 10 minutes of the movie where oh shit, who's my man from Boardwalk Empire? The cop.
Buscemi?
Michael, not Ironside.
The
Shannon.
one with the alt-right
Shannon.
Nazi haircut? The Richard Spencer?
Michael Shannon?
Yeah,
dude.
okay.
He plays an incredible bad guy in that movie. He eats these neon green candies, and like, oh man, it's so good. But anyway, so the climax of the movie's coming up, and it's like Michael Shannon versus the fish man. It's the end of the movie, and then all of a sudden, the guys come in, you know, the red shirts, and they're like, sorry, y'all, there's been an incident. We are clearing out the movie theater. And it was like 10:30 at night, and it was like, what the hell happened? You know, like, can we just 5 more minutes? 5 more minutes. What the hell could have happened? And we go out there, and there's all like the whole place is just surrounded by cop cars, and it's like, turns out a young man bumped into an old man at the movie theater, and they got into a little bit of an altercation, and the old fella shot him in the chest.
The old fella did?
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
Mm-hmm. And you know what? At the time, I was like, wonder what that young dude said to him. You know what I mean? Like, you got to wonder. Probably
show a disrespect.
Probably was a little curt, is what I'm imagining. You know what I mean? He's like, because it's like right at like 14 and Gratiot. The teenagers there are mean, to say the least.
What were the demographics here?
What do you mean?
Maybe racial demographics.
Oh, it's a black movie theater, if that's what you're asking.
Was it,
well, I didn't know if it was
like
a white
old
guy. Maybe he said the N-word.
Was it an old white guy?
Oh, no. I mean, we were the only white people in the movie theater.
Was it a gentleman black guy or an angry, old, evil, racist white guy?
Oh. Well, the way I imagine it is that it was a very, very kind older man being like, "Sir, can you help me find my seat?" And then the guy was like, "Man, fuck you and fuck the boomer generation, baby." They're like, you know, in 5 years from now, we're going to take over Portland, Oregon, and we're going to put up barricades so that and then boom, blasted him in the stomach. And he's like, "I'm not having a fucking communist reign in my country." You know what I mean? That's probably what happened, honestly.
That's I would love that.
There's probably like, you know, some boomer Facebook groups where they hail that man as a hero.
Absolutely. I mean, the news did. They're like, Punk finally gets his. Punk finally gets his after harassing geriatric man at the movie theater.
Yeah. Gay communist gets shot in the stomach.
My old patriot defending the country.
Yeah.
outside
awesome.
outside Theater 3, which was showing Sonic the Hedgehog.
Before the teeth were redone. I want to get a copy of that movie, dude.
Dude, if they put out a Blu-ray of that Sonic movie, they gotta have the original cut as a DVD feature.
Yeah.
Do they still do DVD features?
They did for Fury Road. They re-released one that was like they met the Mad Max movie. They did it all in black and white and silent.
Yeah, but that's like its own thing because Mad Max, it appeals to like the fire burners, the Burning Man type people, and those people got fucking thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars of disposable income.
Somehow, right?
Yeah.
Some fucking how. You know who never runs out of cigarettes? Burners.
Yeah.
I mean, you know who's always bumming cigarettes?
Not burners.
I want to go to Burning Man. Yeah, that shit looks ridiculous. That's a good Burning Man podcast. Would be fire. Dude.
I never met a burner that didn't have like an ounce of chronic weed on them.
Mm-hmm.
And didn't have $1,500 worth of like burning supplies and like handcrafted wizard staffs they light on fire and twirl around and shit in the trunk of their Honda Civic. Current year Honda Civic, brand new, so it looks like one of them futuristic anime fucking cars. They got a Theater Bazaar sticker right there on the window. They could afford to go to all like both weekends of Theater Bazaar.
I have no road rage, and every time I see one of those stickers, I flip off the car.
Yeah.
Every time I see that damn clown in the pumpkin, I'm like, fuck you.
They all have
No road
DeLoreans
rage?
too, with like authentic dinosaur bones glued all over it and shit.
To be fair, I would like to set an effigy like for cancel culture. And I'll be like, here are all the emails that I deleted. You know what I mean? And set fire to one of the TPs with them. That's what you do, right? You're like, damn, I'm so sorry that I sold the heroin to my best friend that killed him. Well, good thing I lit that TP on fire in Arizona last year. I'm exempt.
You release the evil spirits.
So now that we've figured out, we've got to the bottom of it. Only burners are buying DVDs and Blu-rays. 2020. Only people like they got double the stim check that we did. I wonder why they're all so fucking rich.
Yeah. Well,
Do you think it's like an inheritance, like luck out situation, or do you think they're all just fucking like computer engineers?
Rich parents.
Rich parent?
But there are like there's a new wave of like Joe Roganite type like computer engineer guy who like is woke and thinks that he's cool for doing mushrooms and goes to Burning Man and shit like that.
yeah, that guy.
No, dude, I'm telling you, like 2 years from now, you and I are gonna be so fried and miserable and red pilled. We're going to Burning Man.
Oh yeah, baby, just feeling absolutely nothing the entire time.
You can't be canceled if you write your Twitter password and username on a piece of paper and burn it at Burning Man. Like, oh, wait.
Father 420.
Yeah, I was absolved of my sins.
You don't understand. I made the trek with my
did. Anees Ansari did that. He went to Burning Man, burned his password and his username, and he's fine now. I think he's doing arena tours again. No one says a word.
Damn. That son of a bitch, he started just like stealing wrestling valor, right? That was the last thing I heard about him. Was that he was like in a show where he was like making wrestling jokes or something?
Yeah, his little brother, who I've met, is actually a pretty cool guy. I went and saw Pro Wrestling Gorilla in LA with him.
Is that Hot Indian Joey?
Yeah, Hot Indian Joey.
Damn.
He has the same like he's the same size and like the same general demeanor and attitude as Joey. I couldn't fucking believe it. Yeah, he's Indian Joey.
That's
like
awesome.
Hot Los Angeles Indian Joey. That's Aziz Ansari's little brother.
I'll say it was a stab to the confidence. It was when I was growing my shit out, and I was like, I'm looking good, I'm feeling good, and then you're like, damn, I just met this Indian version that's like a hotter and funnier version of you, and I was like, oh, well, he's not more successful, is he? And you're like, he's actually a showrunner in Los Angeles. I'm here with him at PW.
Yeah, he's Aziz Ansari. Remember him? From Parks and Rec. Yeah, it's his little brother.
Yeah.
He wrote a CM Punk joke in Master of None. It's on Netflix.
Meanwhile, I was drinking a bottle of Grey Goose at 2 p.m. in Texas, sitting outside.
Outside the Wendy's on a smoke break.
You already know. You already know. Damn.
Man, that's awesome. I'm glad that there's like an Indian version of you running around here getting a lot of pussy, bro.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Salute.
Salute to that guy.
You ever hear of Master of None?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Bro,
that.
I would use that as a pickup line. Like, you ever see Master of None on Netflix?
She's like, oh, wasn't that guy a rapist? And he's like, no.
Oh no.
Acquitted.
Yeah.
Got acquitted.
He was found innocent in a jury amongst Twitter users.
Damn, that's what sucks is even if you are found innocent, you're there,
fucked.
baby. Stigma's
Yeah.
there, baby.
I had that conversation with someone because they were like talking about Aziz Ansari, and I was like, yeah, I watched his special, and they were like, you know, he's a rapist, right? And I was like, yeah, but he wore a Metallica T-shirt in the comedy special. It looks good. They just looked at me like I'm a fucking shithead. Like, you know.
That clears them, I think.
Yeah,
I
each Ride the Lightning shirt. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Directed by Spike Jonze. Pretty cool.
Holy shit, really?
Yeah.
Damn.
And I was like, you know, it wasn't that funny, but
Is that the romance one? He was
well,
in love?
What, Master of None?
No, the show is directed?
No, he did a
Master-
comedy special.
Master of None was just him chasing
Oh.
around white women, if I remember.
Yeah. It was
Classic. Good morning, beautiful. Good morning, beautiful. How you doing? How you doing, beautiful? Nice. How's your day? Hi, beautiful. Oh, okay. Fuck you, bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Aziz Ansari's take on Louis, and they both ended up being sex predators. So it's awesome. Yeah.
He
That's
gave
all that show ever was to me. I don't know.
Just chasing white ladies. White ladies that probably called the cops on minorities. I don't know. You know what I mean? If you're allowed to
Could
just
be,
read
it's
off
hard-
headlines, can you just make stuff up? If conversation is slow, why not just make stuff up nowadays? You know?
I heard a hot take the other day about how like cancel culture is skyrocketing right now because white women are mad that they're not in the spotlight right now, and that is why this is happening.
Wow, dude, I didn't think about it that way.
Bro, have you seen the picture where it was like white women when it's not about them for 5 minutes, and it was the lady who painted her face 3 different shades of black, and it was like,
Oh,
this is what all lives matter looks like. Like,
so many white women went directly in front of their mirrors and put on blackface as quick as they could and filmed themselves doing it.
Yeah. There's so much like white allyship liberal shit that like comes off as they're like trying to not be racist, but it's so fucking racist.
I saw
so
it
much of it.
in the autonomous zone, white people set up an area for only black people.
Is
we
that
were
a thing?
talking about this. We were talking about this.
This is actually a thing that went down in the autonomous zone.
Son of
Which
a
we got
bitch.
a lot to unpack with the autonomous zone when the new developments over there. But I saw that these white people built like a big giant square that only black people could go to. It was like in a field, and there were white people standing guard surrounding them in a giant square formation, and nobody saw that why this was wrong, or how this could be misconstrued as something very fucked up.
Bro, we said it when they first dropped the AAVE list that you sent the Philly one,
Yeah.
Kody. When we were looking at that, we were looking on the balcony, and me and Kyle were like, "This is drinking fountains." You know what I mean? Like this is the same exact shit as like separating drinking fountains, but now they're actually doing it.
I would not
Yeah.
doubt that
It's
within the
crazy.
next year we will see like a big like activist group call for different bathrooms, different drinking fountains, things of that nature. Like one race can go into the McDonald's between like 1 and 3, so it's a safe space. You know what I mean? We're only a year out from this kind of shit happening, I feel.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
I don't think you're wrong, bro. I don't think you're wrong at all, man.
I just keep telling people that all of that shit is made up by the CIA and they're infiltrating the left. And it really shuts people up really quick because they're either not going to engage with me or they just completely surrender. And that's it. Like I'm like, yeah, they did it to the hippies in the 60s and 70s. They're doing it to you now.
Ah!
Exactly. You're telling me every fucking famous hippie was the son of a CIA family? Come the fuck on. Wake up a little bit, dude.
Here's your
Jimi
coffee.
Hendrix, his parents were fucking CIA. They're all intelligence. Fucking Jefferson's airplane. All of them. Fucking.
You can't
their
tell me
parents.
that list wasn't made by the CIA. Like, that list is some fucking psyop shit, dude.
I'm a strong believer that Charlie Manson part of MK Ultra.
Yeah.
I was like, never thought about it that way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I was ready to argue it tooth and nail as someone who's read 3 Charlie Manson books. But I'm like, I was like, actually, it was a boys' home. And she's like, well, why couldn't it be the same story that happened in the boys' home, but couldn't have happened, on a government facility? It's like, fucking got me, dude. You got me. You got me. Shit. So now I think MK Ultra is Charlie Manson. Charlie Manson responsible.
Yeah, the whole Chaz thing's awesome. Every video I see is just like some fucking person blasting out of like a distorted, shitty, low budget megaphone, screaming about politics.
Yeah.
It's like I would fucking kill myself in 3 minutes if I was there and had to do that shit all the time.
They're shooting in there now. People are getting shot.
Yeah, the kid just this weekend, right?
Yeah,
I saw him getting dragged out, and I was like,
dude,
I thought that was
they're not letting the cops in because they're trying to make the perfect autistic utopia. So they have like a whole system set up where you have to speed run through Sonic in 15 minutes. If you can't do it, you just go to the firing squad.
Okay.
Yeah.
They line you up against the wall and
Damn. They would see me like muttering to myself and just quoting True Romance verbatim, and I'd be like, man, if I ate pussy, I sure as hell wouldn't tell nobody. Shit, I'd be embarrassed as a motherfucker. And I'd be like, asses, get him over here, get him over here.
You're just
Damn,
up against the wall. You're like, you're so cool. You're so cool. You're so cool. Gun to the back of your head.
In a Hawaiian shirt.
That fucking weird backing track plays in the background.
Oh, Hans Zimmer, bro.
Fucking banging. I think once I move, I should rebrand myself and dedicate a lot of time trying to look exactly like Gary Oldman. And I should do scarification on my face and get some grills, some dreads.
Hey, white boy day, is it?
Yeah. Yo, tell me it ain't white boy day.
Body.
No, I don't think it's white boy day.
that's a good idea.
Body.
God
damn.
That movie's so fucking good. Holy shit.
You would look so fucking good with dreadlocks and
And scars.
was that a do-rag? I mean, it was like a really nice, like satin, almost like a beret, right?
Yeah, it's kind of a beret, yeah.
Like a leopard print beret.
Yeah.
A leopard print robe.
So good.
Bro, pointing with chopsticks, I stole that movie.
Yeah.
From Gary Oldman.
I should get one of those swinging lamps and just swing it at people when they walk into my apartment.
You walked in and there's a woman on the TV with the breasts hanging out. And you ain't even bothered to look.
You gay?
Been cold clocking me.
I'll start practicing with a soldering iron too, so we can really like fucking nail your facial features to look more like Gary Oldman.
Hell yeah.
I was heartbroken to find out he was British. When David Bowie died, he's like, now, let's ignore the fact that David Bowie had a 14-year-old girl wash his penis. He gave us the Spiders from Oz, the best goddamn album of all time. And I'm like, ew. Yuck. I mean, I don't know what's grosser, him sympathizing with the child molestation or the accent.
Just being British.
Yeah, this is age of consent. I learned this week because of the wrestlers all getting outed as rapists. Is that the age of consent over there is 16?
Yeah.
Holy shit! In Britain?
Yeah, in England, you can start popping that pussy out doing whatever at 16. Start fucking putting your penis that just left puberty 2 years ago. You can start putting that in whatever the fuck you want, showing it off.
It's crazy because like Marty Scurll and like some of those wrestlers are like, yeah, they were legal age, but it's like, Dude, like just because you're 29 and that girl's 16 doesn't make it okay,
Like,
dude.
damn, I didn't know all these fucking wrestlers were libertarians.
Yeah.
Holy shit! I never put two and two together on that one. The age of consent libertarian crossover.
I forget if I sent it
huge.
to. Yeah, it's crazy.
Fucking not being able to fuck a 16-year-old is like fucking you're stepping all over their American freedoms.
You're
Their
treading.
pursuit of happiness. Yeah, you're treading.
So that's what that badass flag means.
The whole flag is fucking putting your dick into a 16-year-old girl.
Oh, so it's kind of like the stars and bars, where it looks super cool, but it's got some negative connotations.
Yeah, it's negative to everyone except libertarians.
Yeah.
Okay.
They think it's
Or,
awesome.
in the stars and bars case, Chinese flea market salesman. You know what I'm saying? We at Gibraltar Trade Center, Kody, we had the best Confederate flag set up, like the Confederate stand set up. And it was just these two old Chinese dudes, and they would sell switchblades that said like the South won in my eyes and shit like that.
Holy fuck.
Awesome.
Graphic. You know what I mean? Like, oh my
It's
god.
awesome.
Toward the end of their run, they had like 9 different Trump hats, like all like cheap bootlegs, just got off like the fucking the freighter, but they had every type of Trump hat you could imagine.
That's awesome.
There was also like a what were those fucking a fidget spinner. There was a fidget spinner guy, and like he had a stand outside, and his banner was a Confederate flag and a Make America Great Again flag, and then just fidget spinners sold here.
Oh man, that son of a
Christ.
bitch got my phone number because we were buying roach clips off of him, like the big, like he like handcrafts them with like the sticks, you know what I mean, like and the feathers at the end of them. I was buying them, and I was like, damn, this is during the drinking days, so I was a little more social, and I'm talking his ear off about them, and like just being overly polite. He's like, yeah, if you ever want, like we can trade numbers, and then like I can send you more of the wares, like if you ever need any of them. And it's like, why would I ever need more than one roach clip? But I traded numbers with him, so we can call him. If we ever want to talk to him, be
You
like,
should
hey,
check
how's
up
the stand
on
doing?
him, man. It's been rough
Yeah.
out there for the flea people.
Yeah.
Remember Wolf? That's my boy, dude. Wolf was this like 64-year-old black dude that like carved all of his knives out of like animal bones.
Ooh.
And he would just like, he had the smallest table, and it was set in the most busy section of the outside, arena. So like everyone would just be like jumping from like, like bootleg, and then they'd look over and they're like, $65 knives, not a chance. But if you start talking to him, he's like, oh yeah, do you want to play with them? You want to see some more weapons? You know what I mean? You never buy a damn thing from him. And he's just like, yeah, come on in. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's awesome.
He's like, you want to throw it at this target of Hillary Clinton I just printed out?
Do I?
Yeah.
And how?
Yo, bro, my iPhone's on, man. But
Holy
yeah,
shit, dude. A week without the phones on, I said some fucking crazy shit.
You gotta let loose.
You were
baby. You gotta
free.
let loose.
You were fucking free.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah. The once the psilocybin hit, I was like, I had a bad trip at first because like everyone was like freaking out. Like I mean, like just like wilding, not freaking out, but like wilding out. And I was like, okay. Oh shit, man, don't talk about the deep state. Whatever you do, man, just don't ruin these people's trips. You know what I mean? And so I was just like bunched up for like the first 2 hours, and I was like, man, and then like found like a little island, like a little solace, like a little back porch, and like someone was just there in earshot, and I was like, oh, thank God. Okay, so it just started rattling down. And
They didn't have an Alexa in the house, did they? At the Airbnb you were at?
God, no, baby.
Did
There
you
wasn't
check
even-
around? They hide those things under couches.
Oh my God, you're right.
Did
I
you
didn't
say,
think about
hey,
that.
Alexa, at any point? Yeah.
No.
Yeah, anytime you go anywhere and you're worried about being recorded, you have to scream, "Hey Alexa!"
Yeah.
Remember we were talking in was it the cow house, and that whole place is an apple factory. I was living in an apple factory at the time, Kody, and we were there, and this was right when the Mandalay Bay stuff went down, and we were all drinking, and we had some hot takes. Remember we spent the next 20 minutes looking out the window, like waiting for the vans to show up. That's just
that dude's motive never never went public.
Yeah,
no one
'cause there
really
was-
knows what that deal was.
There was never a motive. It was like a Saudi arms deal that went fucking south.
Yeah.
And his
They had
tattoo
to
room
create a
was really-
distraction, so the CIA agent just shot out into the fucking Kenny Chesney concert because he's like, "Well, these people probably don't have a whole lot going on."
My hero is the one who cracks the beer and flips him off while the guns were going down. Did you see that one?
No.
That's
Oh
so
my
good.
god, bro!
So people are getting lit up, and my man just smashes a beer bottle. He's like, "Let's go."
No, he cracks it like like a Molson by the top of the tall boy, and he just flipping off the hotel while he's standing in the pit.
That's the most American shit ever. That's awesome.
It's so good, dude.
Sometimes I have a crisis where I'm like, man, America sucks. But then you hear something like that and you're like, no. That's badass.
You start understanding all like the fucking boomers on Facebook and all
Yeah.
the Pepe Trump memes. You start going, I see it.
Yeah.
I saw a thing about, more America rocking. I watched cable television for the first time in like 6 months. We were at a hotel on the way back, like a little motel room. And I found out that the television show Ridiculousness. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Rob Dyrdek. Fucking garbage, dude. That's the most aggressive thing I've ever seen on television in my entire fucking life. I was like,
What is it?
Okay, so it's Rob Dyrdek, the professional skateboarder from Robin Big.
Frame it for me real quick. What channel is it on?
MTV.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and so they have these two people that pull absolutely no weight whatsoever, other than cutting off Rob Dyrdek's jokes just to laugh, like to fake laugh. And it's all mean spirited too. You know what I mean? Like none of it is self-deprecating, like whatsoever. Like he's not self-aware, I don't think. And so like there was a video of this lady who like got hit in the head with like a bowling ball and just like her skull busts open and she's bleeding. And then like Rob Dyrdek's like, wonder what the visual on the bowling screen would be at the alley for that one. And like before he can even finish, like these two like just ninnies are like, like, the fuck is it? And then like halfway through him talking, it'll just cut into the Devo riff. That's like, yeah.
So it's just
I
a
want to
show.
die, dude. I wanted to die.
It showcases straight up assault.
Yeah.
It's like a laugh track. They got Beavis and Butthead fucking chiming in on it.
Yeah, they got like ISIS war videos. Tanks exploding children and Rob Dydek's like, I wonder how old they were.
They show the video of Daniel Pearl getting his head sawed off in 2004. And they just edit in the two fucking grumpy old Muppets laughing.
Damn, he ain't getting up after that one. I remember on the DC shoe tour in 2001, and just like that guy's bleeding out on the TV screen.
I'm your host, Rob. We got our special guest, Lil Wayne, and today we're looking at Black Hawk Down chopper gunner footage from the Iraq War.
Like, what do you think about that, Lil Yachty? And then Lil Yachty starts talking, and he cuts him off immediately, and then the two bozos start laughing, and I'm like,
Yeah.
what the fuck is this show? Man, how does
The
this
white
happen?
blonde girl is like the most soul-sucking, unfunny person ever.
That's the one. That's the one.
Yeah.
It's like,
She's like a charisma vacuum. Like it's so bad.
I'm gonna have to check her out.
It's like a way shittier Tosh.0, and Tosh.0 is shitty. So
Okay.
but with celebrities,
yeah.
celebrities who don't get a chance to speak because Rob Dyrdek-
Sounds horrific.
it's bad.
'Cause I think doesn't YouTube pretty much just makes and edits content that just mimics YouTubers, right?
What do you mean?
Like you know how YouTubers have like the general oh my god
reply videos.
Yeah.
React
Yeah.
videos.
yeah like that's the content MTV makes now, isn't it? Like they
Yeah.
just fucking they just look at fucking YouTube and what the 16-year-olds are doing, and then they just make a TV show based on that.
Bro, a perfect example is he goes, hey, Lil Yachty, because he opens the platform for him first time in 15 minutes while he's on the TV show, and he's like, hey, Lil Yachty, you ever think about buying a boat? And he goes, dog, I don't know why everybody asked me that. Yeah, I mean, like, I guess if I were to get a boat, I would probably, and then Rob Dyrdek just goes, man, I would never get a boat. Could you imagine me? And before he can finish his sentence, there's that girl just cackling. And then they try to sell you an army commercial where they're like, MTV fucking rocks, dude. They do an army commercial now where it's like, choose your class of hero, and a sniper, engineer, and it's like all shooting down the line and like showing the layout of like choosing your weapons of Call of Duty.
What
Holy
are the
fuck.
best
Yeah,
things?
dude.
One of the best things the U.S. Army ever did was make the America's Army game in like 2005, 2006. It was a sick ass multiplayer first person shooter game that was where they recorded your stats, sent it to like Army recruiters, and used you being good at this game to convince you to join the Army for real.
That's
Oh, man.
awesome.
Did
And
you finish high school, kid?
it was actually a very good game.
AA, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
America's
wait.
Army.
Yeah, they were sponsored by Tech TV. I remember watching like the Unreal Tournament footage back in the day, and they would always do the American Army side tournament. I didn't know that was like pamphleting for the.
Yeah, that was developed by the United States military.
Oh fuck yeah, dude! Choose your class at the recruitment center. So fucking funny, bro.
I want to be an engineer.
Yeah, I want to build robots while my while a guy with a chain gun protects me.
I want to be able to build a turret.
Well, a 500-pound man with a grenade launcher just
Flies through the air. Yeah, I'm more of a pyro.
It wears a flamethrower.
Yeah.
And you just get on the base and immediately just get drone struck in the chest. Just like,
Yeah. The patriotic 9-year-old white boy is like, I want to be the black guy who shoots demolition grenades that explode when I right click.
How can you not?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He wants to run out into the battlefield with a broken like jug of whiskey.
What a badass weapon, dude.
If the military was more like Team Fortress 2, I would have probably considered signing up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good
Good
out. A bunch of
outfits.
fellas.
What's a spy class of the CIA? That's where you want to be.
Yeah.
Doing
Just
the
smoking
nasty
cigarettes.
shit.
Yeah. Those are the people writing the list of AAVE bullshit.
And dosing prime ministers in order to have sex with children.
And canceling Louis C.K. because he's spilling too much truth at his TV show.
Yeah.
Haven't these dummies ever watched Pootie Tang?
Yeah. Fucking, they saw Louis C.K.'s SNL monologue where he talks about Palestine and Israel, and they were like, nope.
No, we gotta shut this fucking thing down.
A little too close for comfort.
Get this
actually.
chubby fucking white ginger off my fucking TV.
There's a lot of people like saying that Joe Rogan, like they're trying to cancel him because he can't be controlled.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's
He's
right.
too red pilled to
He's
be
like
able
post
to.
cancellation though. There's no taking that guy down. He's
They
built like an
tried, dude.
empire.
I looked into it a little bit after we were talking about it because I honestly thought it was a bit that fucking you were saying they were trying to cancel like fucking Joey Diaz,
Yeah.
but no, they actually tried, and he just kept replying to each and every one, calling him a cocksucker.
Yeah. His response was so good. He linked a video of a bit on a podcast about him fucking a woman with one leg and like doing it terribly. He's like, "Here you go, cock sniffers. If you thought that last one was bad, check out this one." It's just like the guy doesn't give a fuck. Like,
Oh,
whatever.
you ain't taking down Uncle Joey, dude.
No,
Uncle Joey
no.
took himself down 25 years ago.
Yeah. I mean, it's like the standards people have for these people. I mean, the guy has a kidnapping charge and did time in prison. What do you fucking expect from this dude? He's like a 60-year-old man. It's like,
and
Like,
never,
have you never listened to your own grandfather's stories about growing up? They are just as horrible.
just sitting there in like bliss of like completely wiping out what your grandfather's actually saying. And he's like, and that's the time that I heard a guy say a racist remark in the Burger King, so I knocked his teeth down his throat. And it's like, wow.
This
Just
is
like
when my
me.
grandfather stood hand in hand, side by side with Martin Luther King Jr. to fight for the advancement and civil rights of black people.
Yeah, he certainly never referred to his only Arabic friend as one of the good ones that he walks with at the movie. You know what I'm saying?
Granddad, you know it wasn't very politically correct to torch those Vietnamese homes in the 60s, right?
Like, oh yeah, no, that was before I got woke.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, my woke grandfather.
My
As long as you acknowledge it in a tweet, it's fine. As long as you tweet out an apology for killing Vietnamese people 50 years ago, it's as long as it's in the notes app, you're in the clear. It's fine.
And if you really want to double down, we can go to Arizona and go to the Burning Man festival, Grandpa,
light it
and
up.
you can apologize for all those Vietnamese men.
We just had a woke elder self-implode here in town in Ypsilanti. The
yes,
the mayor, our fucking mayor.
that was awesome.
She was running. Well, first the mayor is like. She is like a fucking blank slate. Like, she is your average person posting about how angry she is about Trump on Reddit 24/7.
Okay.
Like, she has like that Trump derangement syndrome. You know what I mean? Like, just fucking can't focus on anything other than Trump.
Yeah.
It's kind of counterproductive if you're in a place of power.
Yeah, you would think. But so I think most of those people are fucking racist. To preface this, most of the people that are using black people as like, a token of how good they are, this is what our mayor was. And she went on like a live Zoom city council meeting. They were voting on fucking some guy on one of the panels in the city, and it was like a black guy, and she said, well, everyone will call me a racist, Matt, if I vote no on this person because they're black. So I will vote yes. She was taking a stand on something, and then like literally everybody else on the city council like voted no.
They're like, no, it's just a bad
demanded an
idea.
apology, and she refused.
Whoa. That's kind of whack. I mean, you would think that the dashiki she was wearing would have really just like given her carte blanche to do whatever the hell she wanted, and totally ignored the fact that she tweeted about Rodney King 5 years ago to the day and been like, well, if he wasn't doing something wrong, then the police would have never used their knives. You know what I'm saying? Like those dumb-dumbs.
Unbelievably retarded.
Dude, that video is painful to watch. And it's like that same cognitive dissonance that's like so many liberals have. And then she just like completely outright ignored every single critique. Everyone, there's like 15 minutes straight of people just shitting on her to her face, and she's like, "I have no comments."
Yeah.
Next,
it was like actual black people talking to her, like, "Hey, I have a problem with what you said," and she's like, "I won't be addressing it."
Yeah. Did you watch the whole thing, Joey?
Mm-mm.
Oh, it's fucking incredible. It's so good. I can't wait for people to like be like, "Oh, Kody, where are you moving?" I'm like, Ypsilanti, and they're like, "Wait, I just saw that mayor." The only thing they know about that town is like this viral video of the mayor being incredibly racist in front of all of her colleagues that are black.
She's the definitely the type who, like, when doing like a debate with other mayoral candidates, like says like, "Well, if I would hope to be put in House Gryffindor. I am not a Slytherin."
I assure you.
Just one of the retards that completely like associate American politics with Harry Potter.
When it's so black and white, dude, it's obviously X-Men. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's Magneto and it's Professor Xavier. You got your yellow bellies, you got your soft undersides, you know what I mean? That's like, oh, peaceful protest will work. And then, Magneto is Raz showing up with a goddamn machine gun in the CHAZ, just like, all right, time to take care of business, baby. You know what I'm saying?
And then you got us, a militia of Joker fans.
Yeah, I've always thought of myself as a little bit of a Harlequin.
We are kind of
the
like
revolution.
a militia. We are like a militia.
Yeah.
Kind of Blackwater-ish, I guess.
Yeah. Private security force.
I got pretty nervous when you put that picture of the man from the Michigan militia on our boys shooting club page. I was like, oh no, those guys don't fear jail, buddy. Like there's no safety of I was joking on the internet.
Wait, was that the promo picture from the last podcast?
No, this was
okay.
This was the Open the TGI Fridays.
Okay.
That fella screaming has like 2 felonies on. He don't go back to jail, is what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
Right.
I check my windows daily, waiting for that damn van to show up.
Yeah, they aren't afraid just to go to prison for what they believe in. That's like That's like what the whole Michigan militia is founded on. Just
Yeah, they fight like
fucking
Russians in World War II.
angry white racists that want to be able to fuck 16-year-olds without persecution.
Holy Toledo, you think that they're racist?
Yeah, duh.
Oh shit! I don't know. I've only watched a couple of documentaries on them, and I've probably rubbed elbows with them at Club FTs in East Point. But other than that,
Are they not racist? I thought that was their thing.
the Michigan militia?
Yeah.
No, I think they're just for freedom and like lack of oppression from the state.
Well, I want
That
to apologize. I want to apologize before this gets in their ear. Before you think about trying something, pal, remember I'm 6'4".
Yeah.
I'm much taller than you.
I'm 6'4" and I'm pretty good at Team Fortress, so watch out, buddy.
I'm really good. You should see me with a flamethrower. All right,
Yeah.
pal?
Wait till I burn. Wait
Flare
till I
gun.
build a turret on your ass, dude. Level 3. You know what I'm saying? That would
Just
actually be kind of
rig up your whole apartment. Guard the ivory tower.
I got every fucking room in my house. Every door is rigged up with Home Alone like booby traps.
Crush
That'd
somebody's
be a
sternum
real
with a
mother-
paint can.
That'd be a real fucking militia, and they just build Home Alone fucking traps in their compound, waiting for the communists and the liberals to come and try and take their guns. They have paint cans fucking hanging above the door.
Heating up the
Marbles.
doorknobs.
Yeah, micro machines spread out all over the floor so they slip in them.
A talk box, except it's just 6 white dudes with machine guns that kick open the door and spray the living room anyway. Instead of when he records that Joe Pesci bit, you know what I'm talking
A
about?
bunch of
Filthy
40-year-old men that were radicalized by Macaulay Culkin's role as Kevin McAllister in Home Alone.
Damn, now we're talking, baby. That's
That's
some kind of
awesome.
militia.
Yeah.
Hold on one second, fellas. I'm gonna hit
Sure,
the
sure.
pause for a sec. But
So,
for real,
we back on?
yeah, we're back.
Shit.
And we should start making like our own Home Alone traps for real and bringing them to any like Second Amendment protests that might be popping up, or if the governor starts shutting down our state again, and you know all the militia and all like the Second Amendment, right? All the conservative guys, all the Facebook conservative fellas that come out to protest the state capitol, we should go there with them with our booby traps.
Okay. I was thinking about some booby traps earlier. We had a long car ride back from Sheboygan, Michigan, and so we were playing what weapons could you give the police that would be non-lethal, right? And so my first idea, a shotgun or a net inside of a shotgun, weights on
Yeah.
each side. Boom! Freeze, perp. You know what I mean? Make a
That'd be
trap.
awesome.
That shit worked for Batman. I've seen it work. I've seen it in
were-
action.
Now, the second one I was a little more excited about because I was really racking the brain. I was like, damn, that's a good one. I was going on fire with that one. I said, what if you had like a little ray gun and you could melt the perp's shoes? And be like, freeze! And you stick them. But then, like, you would immediately get shot in the chest because their hands are still free. Yeah. Got him. Like, oh, whoops. Thanks. And so, yeah, I guess handguns and bear mace and extended cattle prods seem to be working better than I mean, there's a reason why they don't melt perp shoes. You know what I'm saying?
You should just tape 40-ounce bottles to police officers' hands. Should have them all play Edward 40 hands.
It seems to be working in the channel.
So then they have a weapon.
Yeah.
They have a bottle like taped to their hand, so they have a weapon. But if they choose to use it, you know they're gonna get cut the fuck up real badly.
Yeah.
You know, even their wrists might get cut. You know, they might bleed out and die. So if they want to use their weapon on somebody, they have to know for sure that it's the right thing to do.
Oh, okay. I'm
You just
feeling
got to give the cops something that will give themselves recoil damage.
Oh, okay. Like if you were to like tape up your body camera and then all of a sudden like you get like nerve damage in your feet. You're like, what
Yeah.
the fuck was that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I kind of like
That's
that.
probably what we need. We probably have to intravenously like inject chemicals into the cops. So when they use their weapon, you know, their legs go paralyzed, their arms go paralyzed. But they want to use brutal force, they have to make sure it's worth it because they are going to take the equal amount of damage.
I feel that.
You get what I'm saying?
I'm gonna put all these on our PowerPoint for the Boys Shooting Club police reform camp at Chaz. We're gonna do a lecture.
We have to show The Departed as well. And I would like to say maybe we should start recruiting, go one step further, and only recruit ex-opiate addicts. You know what I mean? The Leonardo DiCaprio type. Because look, he had every opportunity in the world to flip. And he was a good cop through and through, all the way to the bitter end.
Yep.
True.
Oh, shit. I hope I didn't just spoil that movie. Yeah, anyway. I've
finally seen it, so it don't matter, you know.
Yeah, classic.
Phenomenal. Makes me want to become a cop. Only to be Leonardo DiCaprio. Matt Damon on the other hand. Oh, and Mark Wahlberg, too. He's a great cop in there, too.
Being a vice cop is like, you know, that'd probably be the best way to be a cop because you get to, like, do the crimes, but you're also trying to stop them.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
You spend an extra long amount of time trying to bust sex workers just because you're really loving the job. You know, this job's not too bad after all.
Going into the Supreme store in New York only to try on every individual shirt. Like, oh, no, I'm not interested in buying a damn thing here.
Yeah.
Stretching it all out. And you could thank the Carlisle group. You know what I mean? 2016, baby. You think I forgot? You think I forgot?
I found their secret to, you know, Supreme and Babe, because I always thought that too. It's just like you can just go in, try the stuff on, fuck it up, you know, bring a little marker in you, like just be a little devious. They got fucking sample shirts for you to try on.
Oh, gross.
Yeah, I wanted to try and shit like crazy at the Babe store, but no, they just have like 3 shirts, like a medium, a large, and an XL for you to try on, just a blank generic ass shirt.
Oh man, so you can't get the clout. You can't like take a picture in the
yeah,
yeah. Oh shit.
I was thinking that too. I was gonna try on all like the $600 hoodies and fucking, you know, get some selfies.
Thanks,
Scrolling
Donnie.
through Tinder and you see a guy in a shark hoodie that's zipped up all the way.
I was gonna take a picture like that and post it in my like Michigan militia Facebook group and get some reacts out of them, get some likes, some hearts.
We should show up to the Michigan Capitol building with ARs and Babe hoodies on.
Yeah. I mean, dude, but I'm not bringing an AR. I'm bringing my traps. I'm bringing my paint cans on a string and a pocket full of micro machines.
We're not there to protest. We're just there to show that we're really big fans of Kanye West and Pharrell in 2007.
Well, skateboard P. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Love mid-2000s hip-hop. And we're just showing the love back out to the culture. Much respect.
Yep.
In my big Benz truck. You know what I'm saying? That's my favorite part of Saturday, by the way, by Ludacris. I don't know what he says after that, but that in my big Benz truck. It gets me every time. It's hype as fuck, ready to put holes in the drywall, knock the screen out of the window. You know what I mean?
True white allyship is showing appreciation for black artists who paved the way for skinny jeans to be popular again. You got your Kanye, your Pharrell, people in that era.
Lil Wayne.
That was weird that they're like, yeah, no, the like kissing your non-biological father ain't gay. That's just part of the streets.
Yep.
But damn, those pants are tight, homie. I'm not buying those records. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? Like,
I got to see Lil Wayne live during like his new metal phase where he put out that rock album.
Rockstar, hell yeah.
Prom Queen and shit. You know, he comes out on stage, he has a guitar, and he's just like so clearly fake playing.
That's awesome.
He's like, they have like, you know, the big camera in the fucking arena, zoom in, he's just fucking moving his hands around. Yeah. That was a great era of Lil Wayne.
Yeah. I like him because he defied the odds. Everyone was shitting on him. They're like, he's trying to skate and become a rocker. But now he's like actually pretty good at skating. So he kind of shit on the haters. Honestly, I appreciate him.
And learned to skate at like 31 years old, dude. Like he has no balance. You know what I mean? Like if you didn't build it up for like your whole life, your balance is probably a little weaker. You know what I mean? But like
people that skate and can only do like a couple of tricks, you know, that's more respect from me than somebody that has a whole repertoire. Like Joey's a skater I respect because he can ollie. And
that's all I need to do. Yep. That's all I need to do, baby. Can you spin?
If you can ride and not eat shit on a rock every 10 minutes, you're good enough. It's good.
If
was
you could
skating
ride,
as
if you could
fast as I
ride to the
could.
store on a skateboard, that's pretty fucking impressive, honestly.
Yeah.
And there's this dude, one of the couple of crackheads, like, what I mean, for the Harmony House Motel.
Mm-hmm.
You know the one I'm talking about, dude. Real tall, Birdman-esque. He's got like really thin blonde hair. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't.
No,
think so.
not a Vino Birdman. The basketball player, Larry Bird.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, scrawny, older. And he was asking me what kind of tricks I could do.
Old, tall, white guy with a black soul.
Exactly,
I got you.
exactly.
I'm
And
following.
he's like, oh, hey, Playboy, how you doing? You skate? And I'm like, yeah. And I've been kicking it around a little bit. And he's like, oh, cool, man, cool. Let me talk to you for a minute, man. Hey, can you come behind the gas station for me real quick? It's like 11:30 at night. And I'm like, no, I can't do that. And he's like,
No, thank you.
oh, okay. Well, you skate. Can I see a couple tricks? Can you show me a couple tricks? And I was like, yeah. I'm gonna disappear. And I ran across the street because I was like, he's touching me, man. He's fucking touching me. In the day of COVID, you get your long ass Larry Bird hands on my shoulders. Get the fuck away from me, bro.
Yeah,
Something about
vibe.
taller people, Vinny. Something about taller people think it's just completely appropriate to touch a smaller man.
It is.
It ain't. All right, it ain't.
It's our way of showing that we are higher on the food chain than you are.
Yeah.
It sucks. It's a terrible reminder, especially when they're greasy and looking like Larry Bird's old ass coming out of the woodwork. That Sunoco is a wild zone, man.
Fucking after like 10 at night, it's fucking. You got to really want your Lucy's to go in there.
Mm-hmm. You ever prevent Cherish from going? Say Cherish the trip, and she's like, I want to go get some cigarettes or some booze, and you're like, look at the clock, and you're like, oh shit, I'll go.
Oh no. I've never been a white knight in my life, and I'm not going to start.
Hell yeah.
We're adults, and you can make your own fucking dumbass decision if you want.
Yeah.
Like going into the Sunoco after 11 o'clock at night. Place is fucking insane, dude. The place
awesome.
is fucking insane. We had that white supremacist roll upon us in there. We were talking about it in the pod that never made it to air, but it was like, hey, I see you guys are white. That's fucking awesome.
Oh,
We're like,
yeah.
what?
He said that to you?
Yeah.
Just I see that you're white, and that's awesome.
Yeah, he wanted the fist bump.
That's
We're like,
funny
no,
as
man,
fuck.
get the fuck away from us.
That's funny as
Go
fuck.
outside.
Yeah.
You're just saying a bunch of racist shit, and then he like gravitated towards us because we were all in line, and then it was like he was weirdly like saying the N-word in a really respectful way. You know what I mean? Like he refused to say it with the R, but like I don't know, he was an anomaly wrapped up in an enigma when you think about it.
Yeah.
You see some wild stuff up at that gas station.
The other day, a picture went viral of like a white dude with a swastika tattoos all over his back, and the caption was like, "Imagine looking like this." He was like fucking obese, and it was like, "Imagine looking like this and feeling like you're superior to anyone." And then I clicked the profile of who fucking posted it, and it's like a woman like double his size also. And I'm just like, damn, dude, America, man, it's something like.
That's so funny.
A morbidly obese leftist woman calling a right-wing normal obese man. It's like,
That's
not
the same
good.
type of person that will eventually be a mayor of a city that will clearly state they're only voting for somebody because they're black and they don't want to be insinuated to be a racist.
Uh-huh.
That is a fucking insane thing to do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Like, I
fucking
mean, like-
ludicrous.
Like it makes sense if she like got in the car or whatever, and then her friend's like, "What the fuck, man? That was a terrible decision." She's like, "Well, what do you want, Becky? I would have looked like a racist." But like to be like, and the only reason I'm doing this, you know what I mean? Like I don't know. I think like what it is people putting on airs for so long that once you slip up, you're like, "Damn, that felt good." Being me feels good. You know what I mean? It's like why I can't stop saying retard. You know what I mean?
True.
It's like why I won't say other slurs because it's like, what if they feel too good? I started saying retard, and it's like, oh my god, I can't stop.
Yeah,
I'm at the gas
Like-
station.
it is like taking pain pills. Saying retard.
Retard's like heroin for the soul, you know.
You know, you
Calming.
Makes you fucking
it's
cool.
perfectly fine for the first half of your life, and then suddenly they tell you can't say it, you can't do it, you can't say it, so you do it in private.
I was-
Do it in a bathroom at a gas station under
Yeah.
a UV light.
I was just withdrawing for 4 years. I wasn't not saying it. I was in rehab. I was in rehab dating someone who would get really mad at me if I said it.
The
And
old
then we
halfway
broke
house.
up. Yeah, we broke up, and now I'm loose again. That's literally what happened.
I went to the doctor to ask why my palms are always so sweaty. Turns out I was just withdrawing from saying retarded.
Do they get the Narcan out, or the Narcan is just like, hey, did you see that faggot retard over there? And they're like, oh God, I've been waiting.
Yeah.
I've been waiting for the air to be clear.
You're
for so
nodding out,
long."
and you're like, retard. It's like, oh, yo, he's good, bro. He's good.
He's back. He's back.
We
The
got a
whole block
ball.
is cheering.
Lifting you up through the streets.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh
That's
man.
the dangers, though, of like not letting people say the words that you need to say.
Yeah.
You're giving
People
it-
are
you're-
dying out there.
Absolutely. Look at the Chaz zone. That guy got shot over arguing about white ladies not using clap emojis. You know what I'm saying? And he got a bullet to the chest.
Well, he was just saying, he would, like, the guy that got shot was just saying, we need to bring the R slur to the autonomous zone. They fucking blew him away.
They Bobby
Couldn't
Kennedy.
beat the first act in Sonic. Fucking, they blew him away.
You're so cool. You're so cool. You're so cool.
Executed it right there at the curb. Fucking, they
Insane.
made the guy bite the curb like in American History X, and then they stomped and blew his brains out.
Jesus.
And
Kind of the
all he did was-
opposite of
all
what
he
the
was doing was bringing the good tidings of saying retarded
Yeah.
man.
to an entire autonomous nation.
Oh boy. I can't wait to get the deep dive down of footage into the zone.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I got
It's
you
so
covered,
good.
dude.
I heard the other day that like alt-right people like infiltrated it or something, like Proud Boys with guns and shit. Is that true?
I
catch any of
heard
that?
that, and I heard that like they came in and they walked them through, and then they left, and there wasn't an issue because people were like, "How come the Proud Boys could come in and walk around?" But then when the cops came to try and like check the scene of the people that got shot, there was like 3 people that got shot, and they said they didn't want an issue with the Proud Boys or whatever, so they let them do a walkthrough and see what's going on, but. Then 3 people get shot and the cops come to investigate. They won't let the cops in. So then the EMTs can't come in because it's like EMT like protocol that they can't enter a scene that has not been guaranteed safe by the police. The police have to come and make it safe for the EMTs. So fucking, they had to get the Chaz medics to throw them in the back of their pickup truck to take them to the hospital.
Yeah.
Bro-
They filled the wound with
The
some
middleman.
tinctures and
Yeah.
herbal medicine.
Just blowing weed smoke into the gunshot wound.
Yeah. pouring fucking Whole Foods kombucha like just over the gunshot. Just
Like, bro, this is a hybrid. Relax. Relax. It's a hybrid. Oh man, yeah, that shit is pretty fucking crazy. And like you think about it. I've been watching because I did a little, while watching the cable television. You got to flip through the news stations.
Oh yeah.
The left, the right, you know what I mean? The mainstream news outlets. I can totally understand why like a boomer or a Proud Boys, opinion is, well, I gotta make sure these people aren't, destroying the country from the inside out. I got to take a peek in here because they're literally like, you ever see the movie Decline of Western Civilization? Well, now they have guns and they want to take your country from you. And it's like, what the fuck is happening?
Did you see the restaurant owner inside of the autonomous zone? It was like this Japanese dude that owned like a sushi restaurant, and he like got fed up. He went outside and started screaming at these people, and he ended up calling this black woman the N-word with a hard R. And they started like beating his ass and shit.
Oh my God Almighty.
Dude, the video of that guy getting robbed is like the funniest fucking thing I've seen all week.
Oh yeah.
He gets it. This guy's filming graffiti on his phone and in jazz, and then this guy runs up and robs him for his phone, and then all you hear is him chasing the guy down who has his phone in his hand. And he sounds like a fucking car alarm. He's like, thief, thief, thief. And it's like literally like 30 seconds of just him repeating that as running down this guy.
It is
pretty fucking head.
funny, dude.
And when his phone drops on the ground, it's looking up at the guy who robbed him, and the guy just picks up his phone and runs. That shit is awesome, dude. And the video that went viral today in Philly from the Christopher Columbus statue, because that's still an ongoing battle.
They're still defending it.
Yeah. And it's getting worse. There's a ton of Italians there. There's this buff. There's like a 5'4" guy with a shirt that's like a picture of Italy, and it just says Italia and with the colors on it. And he's jacked as fuck, like 5'4", and he's like, "This isn't Seattle, motherfuckers!" And like, it's so good, dude. It's like it's so fucking awesome.
Baby, I love him.
I'm glad that Artie Bucco finally gets a little restitution. You know what I'm saying? After being so heartbroken at the Christopher Columbus protest on Columbus Day, you know, he's got an army standing behind him and by Columbus.
This
Gets
whole
his
thing
earring
is
ripped
fucking
out.
insane.
Gets his fucking earring ripped out.
One of my favorite scenes when they just throw like a fucking king size Burger King soda at his fucking head.
Dude, you gotta watch the Philadelphia ones because it's fucking incredible. Like just disgusting fat slob men.
Is there somebody live streaming that, like a Dago live streamer? Because I'd love to watch that. I kind of fell out with everything that was going on. I took a little mental break to watch The Wire so I can have a better understanding of where the police were coming from.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
man.
incredible.
That's
I
not
wish
moving.
that I could think like that. To just be so retarded that you're like way down that rabbit hole of just being like defending a fucking statue for no reason. Because the sad part is that guy is way happier than I am. Absolutely. Because undeniably so, that guy has a better life than me. I'm just, like, I'm sitting inside depressed because professional wrestling is going down the tubes. And that guy is believing every single word that comes out of his own mouth and knows who he is as a person. Me.
He knows what he believes in, what he wants to defend, what's important.
Yeah, me. No person, no grounding in anything. I'm just like, should I just do drugs today? Should I fucking play PlayStation for 16 hours? What do I do? Do I binge eat? I don't know what the fuck to do. And that guy's he's confirmed in his beliefs. He doesn't have those thoughts every day of like, should I take the red pill? Should I take the blue pill? What should I do? You know, is the CIA listening to me? You know, he's fine.
Are my allies my enemies?
Yes, exactly. Are my allies going to turn on me for saying retard on a podcast? I don't know.
These are questions you gotta
Is
ask
my
yourself.
number coming? Am I done?
Yeah, dude. Seriously, that guy is the guy. And he's not wrong. This isn't Seattle, motherfuckers. It's fucking brutal, dude.
Damn, you would think that they grow you think they'd grow the Philly Antifa as strong as they grow the Philly Italians, but it's
Oh
just
no,
not the
nobody's
fucking
stronger
case.
than the Philadelphian Italians. They're gonna fucking start their own autonomous zone where Christopher Columbus isn't only a hero, he's a fucking Greek legend.
Yeah.
Honestly, that would be kind of fucking tight, dude. If there was a whole Italian like little village built around that statue, and it was like, yeah, this is the
It
Italian.
would be a lot cooler than whatever the fuck's happening in the Chaz. I guarantee it.
Well, they started an autonomous zone in Philly, but I don't know what's happening with it.
I
I'm
think
not
a
really
few
sure.
autonomous zones like popped up, but you know the cops are just like, nah, dude.
Yeah.
You're not
Well, the
allowed
one
to
in
do
Philly, I'm pretty sure, is just like in the grass next to a park. Like, no one's gonna give a shit about that. So, but whatever.
that. Hey, you know what, man? We're all unemployed. Figure something
Yeah,
out. You know what I mean?
we are
gotta
all
kill time.
unemployed.
You gotta kill time.
I guess flights are pretty cheap. I guess I could probably come down to Philadelphia with a lawn chair. Fucking,
We'll just sit there all day.
bring my Home Alone traps through fucking, as my carry-on.
I'll bring some some like lamb shank, maybe like a little bit of pork sausage, maybe
Nice.
some rosemary, some thyme. I'll start making the Sunday sauce for the fellas at the statue.
Make some
Oh,
pork
how
chops.
how sick would it be if they were fucking making sauce over like a campfire?
That's awesome.
You know what I'm saying? Just like stretching out noodles on the concrete, just rolling it up with the big, like, you know what I mean? Like big old circle of flour and eggs.
They
and it's
got
like,
they got big old fucking paint buckets filled with fresh mozzarella.
just Furio style. You got your ponytail going, smoking cigarettes, molding the cheese. You know what I'm
Amen,
saying?
amen. Getting a little bit of cigarette ash in the fucking mozzarella water, but that's fine because it adds a little bit of flavor.
Would you watch your ashes, please? Would you watch your ashes?
Man, this is making me want garlic bread, dude. Fuck.
That does sound legitimately pretty goddamn good.
Maybe we should hand out garlic bread on the front lines.
There you
for
go.
the freedom fighters.
The Patriots.
POD playing on the Bluetooth speaker.
I was trying to find like the perfect Call of Duty montage to click boom on YouTube. It doesn't exist. It's like I was gonna send it into the group chat like, oh, they're gonna get a kick out of this. Find a nice Call of Duty mashup, synced up the click boom. Doesn't fucking exist. The ones that do are all fucking garbage.
Yeah, you gotta look up like World of Warcraft, like Warzone Gulch PvP, or like Counter Strike or something.
I did.
Halo,
I looked
maybe.
up Counter Strike too, and the shit just was not good.
Damn.
It
So
existed.
Maybe
But
we need to make our own.
that's what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Good,
getting at.
good.
just having the mouse setting way too high and just not able to shoot anything, immediately getting shot. Boom! Click! Click!
Spraying manically, and only on the last bullet you get a headshot, and you boom.
I love accidentally killing people in video games and just
Team killing fucking
that
rules.
shit. You see that shit? You see that shit?
Oh,
That's
hold
right.
I fucking love that guy.
All right, and we're back, and we're here to say goodbye.
Bye, everybody.
Yeah.
Check out the Patreon, patreon.com/boyshootingclub. Sign up for the Patreon, get a bonus episode, and if you happen to be one of those high-level sweeties and want to do $5 or more, then we got a fucking second bonus episode for you every week. I think that's all we got. This is Vinny Tuato at Stolen Valor 420 on Activision. Come play Call of Duty with me. At Lion Goonman on Steam, play TF2 with me. I'll show you my TF2 server and my assortment of sprays that I got.
Nice. I got nothing. I got Instagram, but you don't need it. It's fine.
Keep him behind the veil, you know what I mean? Let him only get a taste.
Yeah.
Shit. I'd like to promote this podcast on Patreon and Instagram, as well as Reddit. And see y'all for the Patreon episode this weekend, yo.
The boy
I think we
shooting
got
club
to do
experience.
the elite shooter one. We didn't do it last week, but we got to do it this week.
We didn't do an elite last week?
No.
Shit. All right.
We'll figure it out.
We'll get that one going.
Those are my favorite. You can ball out a little bit.
Oh yeah, baby.
There ain't no worries, man. It's like having a home where you just threw the Alexa out. You know, you can finally start having real conversations again.
That's where we'll get Andrew Dice Clay to guest spot. That'd be awesome. Can't wait.
Hell yeah.
All right, y'all.
Yeah.
All right.
Later.
See ya.
Boom.